ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get it started. I'm trying to wait the 2 minutes. Trying to do some behind the scenes. Let's find out if Axel G is ticklish.
Slightly.
That's the gayest thing I've heard.
Bro, you came from Bakersfield.
Yep, sure did.
Thank you for the drive, man. How long you lived there your whole life, or?
No, was actually born in Mexico City. Grew up there for a little bit. Moved out here to Bakersfield.
How old were you when you came over here, bro?
I was 10 years old.
10 years old?
Yeah.
For sure, man. Damn, Mexico City. What part?
Azcapotzalco, that's what it's called.
Azcapotzalco. Where's that about? If you look
it's
at the
by
airport.
downtown, pretty close
Downtown,
to downtown,
okay.
yeah. El Zócalo.
El Centro. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I'm from Mexico City.
Oh, yeah?
Born and raised. Came over here when I was 8.
Awesome, yeah, so very similar. Very similar background, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, man. Do you miss Mexico?
Yeah, I visit quite often.
Yeah.
A couple times a year for sure, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Dope, man. What's your favorite part of Mexico?
There's a lot, man. Definitely the Aztec Stadium, you know.
Yeah, bro. You believe it or not, never been.
No, you
Never
gotta
been.
go, man.
I want to go, bro. I want to go. I want to go visit it. I want to go DJ there. Americanista.
Yeah.
Hey,
For sure.
Randy.
1-0.
Randy.
That's all I'm gonna say. 1-0.
Your services are no longer required.
I'm not alone, fool.
We got Axel G over here.
Damn, that's crazy. That's the spot.
and he still brought us a drink. Damn, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
thank
that.
you.
Look at that. Chivista
Cheers.
and brought us a drink. Did he spit on it, bro? I don't know.
I'm just gonna go spit on it. Wait, let's wait for freaking Laura.
Oh, let's go. Hey, cheers to Real Talk, Real DJs. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm not on top of the controller, bro. Come on.
Oh, that's why I'm scared. That's why I kept it easy.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. So Mexico City, that's dope, bro. All right, man. Let's tell the world. Before we get into your story, I'm gonna just say a little shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah, of course.
Say thank you to them.
Of course.
I want to say thank you first and foremost to Orbit Event Rentals, always coming through, letting us host these shows here at their venue, at their place of business. Thank you so much, Orbit Event Rentals. If you need rentals for any occasion, canopies, chairs, linens, tables. If you need to rent a kitchen, they got you. OrbitEventRentals.com. Let them know DJ Pac-Man sent you. Up next, I want to say a big thank you to Freedom Roofing Company, freedomroofingcompany.com. They will take care of you if you need any work on your roof. You got a leak, we just had some rain. If you have a leak going on, they will help you out. freedomroofingcompany.com, freedomroofingcompany.com. Big shout out to you guys. Up next, we have the Empress LA, theempressla.com. I gotta say a big thank you to them. Believe it or not, I was going bald. They fixed this. Look at that. Hair, growth. Damn, that's crazy. They made that happen at the Empress LA. Check them out, theempressla.com. They do lasers, laser facials. They do freaking hair restoration. They do Botox, all the works. If you want to get rid of the wrinkles, they'll take care of you. theempressla.com. Check them out. All right, Axel G, let's go ahead and get into your story, man. Believe it or not,
That's it.
I actually don't know your real name, bro. Well, what's your real name?
Axel.
Oh, shut up,
that
bro.
is, that is my
for
real
sure.
name. A lot of people liked it, so
Yeah.
just stuck with it.
That's a dope name, bro. That's a
Thank
dope name.
you.
I honestly thought it was a DJ name. Like, it was just like, I know it is your DJ name, but I thought you had a separate name. So
No, yeah, that's
dope.
my name, yeah.
That's dope. So, why did your parents name you Axel? Have you asked them that question?
I have. So they basically didn't know what to name me, so they had a book of names. Where
Okay.
You get ideas, and
Yeah.
I always like to say they only made it to the end of the A's. And so they saw Axel, and they're like, we like this
That's
one.
it. That's the one.
They didn't make it to the B's.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. You have siblings?
Older brother and a younger sister. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But they gave you the A's. They went backwards. They gave them the B and the C?
They're all named. Both of them are named after my parents. So
Oh.
my brother after my dad, my sister after my mom. And
Oh,
so
okay.
I think the middle child. They're like, let's kind of whatever happens with it.
No, whatever happens. Yeah. We'll pick a book. Pick a name.
For sure.
So have you looked at what it means? What does Axel mean?
Yeah, they told me it's the definition's like strong protector.
Okay.
And they liked the meaning of it.
Yeah.
And growing up, I liked it as well. So
Yeah, dope,
I'm kind
man.
of proud of my name. I like the name,
Yeah.
the definition. So for sure.
Yeah, strong protector of the beat.
Hey.
If you use that, let me know. Put some credit on my name, bro.
Well, give you props for it.
Dope, man. Super cool. So, all right, Axel. You were telling me a little bit earlier. You came over here from Mexico. When you were 10 years old. How'd you get into this whole DJ, career, this journey? Like, where did it all start for you?
It all started pretty young, actually. So, I grew up hanging out with my older cousins, and they're kind of in their 40s now, and they grew up listening to Tiesto in the early 2000s. When he was the big three: Tiesto, Armin, and Paul Van Dyke. So I grew up around trance music, listened to that growing up. And then around 2010, my brother, he went to his first EDC in LA.
Oh, for sure, yeah. That was 2010?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I think that was the last one they did at the
That
Coliseum.
was the last one? Yeah.
Then they moved over to Las Vegas.
A girl died, I think.
Yeah, there was
She got murdered.
She got murdered, yeah.
Yeah. I think at that point it was all ages, but then they moved it over to 18 over after that.
Right.
But yeah, so he went. I was still, I was probably like 15 at the time. And so I didn't go. And when he came back, he's like, dude, the rave culture, it's amazing. He discovered, at IDC, he discovered Axwell and Swedish House Mafia. And so he kind of looked at the tunes. That was kind of my introduction to house music. Previously to that, it was trance, right? Tiesto.
Okay. Yeah.
And so then house music was introduced there. And, kind of just started listening to it, YouTubing all the sets for different festivals. And it was actually kind of his idea. He's like, hey, let's get a little mixer. Let's try it out. See if it's fun.
Yeah.
And we ended up pitching in together. We went half and half, and we bought the tiny little Hercules MK4.
I remember that. Yeah. For sure.
And that's where we started, in our bedroom. He'd throw a mix, I'd throw a mix, practicing back and forth hours upon hours. And since then, just been haven't left house music,
Super dope, man. That's cool. Does your brother still do it? Are you guys a duo? Do you guys like...
No, he does it at home still. He doesn't go for shows or anything like that. But we have little barbecues at my parents, and
still get down.
We get down there,
Cool, man. Cool. All right, bro. So you told me your story on how you got started. Now tell me where you've been. Like, tell me what things you've done. What's the thing that you're the most proud of? The moment as a DJ that you're the most proud of.
Most proud of.
And how you got there.
Yeah, so basically I just did bedroom mixing for years. I had different priorities, kind of going through school, college, and everything. And then, mostly just DJing at home. And for friends, wasn't really marketing myself out there to go to events or clubs or anything like that. So it was just between friends, their birthday parties, their family, whatever. They, tell me, hey, come drop a mix or something. And, but recently, about 3 years ago is kind of when I started branching out. I was like, hey, it'd be kind of cool to do it as a side hustle. I do have my full-time job, so I was like, kind of like a side hustle, kind of, I love mixing. So I was like, it'd be cool to do it at a club, at a rave, and, kind of the sky's the limit. So wherever this takes me, like, that's kind of where it's going.
Yeah.
But I think the event that I've had the most fun at was actually last weekend. I played for a High Friends Fest out there in Bakersfield.
Yeah, big shout out Crispy.
Yeah, shout out to Crispy. Yeah. And it was just the energy was there. I think my mix was all like on point. Usually, if you slightly kind of mess up a little bit, it messes with your head a little bit. The crowd probably doesn't see it, doesn't hear it. But as a DJ, you want perfection, right? And
Absolutely.
I think that set was the perfection for me,
Okay.
And you just the energy, the people there, the music, all the artists that were there, it just made the night for me for sure.
Badass, man, badass. That's super cool. So let me ask you this question: how did you? How long did you practice for the set? how did you put it together? What were the tools you used? What what level of your journey? How much of your journey before you got to this set where you were? This last weekend was the most proud you've been of a set in your entire DJ career. How did you get there?
Yeah, so I like to throughout like the week before or 2 weeks even. I like to listen to the songs I'm thinking of playing.
Okay, okay.
I start arranging the order of the songs as I'm on my way to work, on the gym, wherever I'm at, listening to some tunes, and I'm like, hey, I like this one to start with. I like this other one kind of in the middle. I like to think of the vibe, the energy that's gonna be happening, and just discovering songs, and just getting them together, and then you get it all. You finally knock out the ones that you don't think fit in the set, and then just put it all together, practice it, and if I like the vibe, I go with it. If there's some tweaks I'm gonna make, then that's kind of where it's done. And I usually use record box to kind of mark some cues, cue up the songs, put the order, kind of export as a playlist, and just bring your USB, have it ready to play. Plug in.
Was for the festival that you were at? Was it? Did they tell you, hey, you need to play this vibe, or they're like, hey, you do you, whatever you want to play?
Yeah, whatever I want to play. That event's marketed for a wide variety of genres: dubstep, Latin house, tech house, whatever. And the organizer Crispy, he's like, do your thing. I love it. So he loves all the performers he brings out, all the DJs, and it's always a vibe for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. So let me ask you this question: when it comes to the festival vibe, this set that you just had this past weekend that you really enjoyed. What's the difference between doing a set like that, and maybe, for example, doing a barbecue, or maybe doing your family member's birthday party? How do you differentiate the two?
So definitely, I think every event has its own vibe for sure.
Okay.
Festival, you're trying to move the crowd. You're trying to get the crowd out there to have a good time, and talk to their friends about it. Return the next time another event's happening. And so, a lot of the times you gotta play some music that the crowd will recognize. You don't always necessarily want to play all the underground music. And so, maybe a song that is kind of like a remix. It has a vocal that people remember from, maybe like a hip hop track or a previous track from a DJ that blew up. And so I like to throw in some of those in there so the crowd kind of, they hear it and they go like, oh, and then their energy peaks, and, they just keep dancing and enjoying the moment. Versus, the barbecue at home, I take it more as like, it's for me to mix, for me to enjoy, for me to have a good time. That all of the tracks that I've been listening to lately that I want to play. And, of course, like, I always want to show it my brother. It's like, hey, these are the new tracks I've been listening to, so let me know what you think. And, he's like, oh, yeah, I like that one, I don't like that one. And then I was like, get on. I want to hear what you've been listening to,
Okay, for sure.
And so we kind of bounce off each other, and, we kind of critique our mixes as well.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, like, you could do this a little bit different, you could do that. That drop or that transition wasn't the best. And kind of we critique each other and pretty much push each other to do better and become better DJs as well.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Now, like, I know, I don't think I've said this in the show, but you're 30 years old, right?
Yeah, 30 years old.
But everyone watching or who is gonna watch, this guy's 30 years old. We all want to know your secret, bro. Tell us the skincare routine. What is it?
No, nothing.
More alcohol.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but no routine, no secret.
Routine.
Just maybe just the genetics.
Genetics, all right, for sure.
Yeah, both my parents, they don't look their age either. So.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So
I
just
think
say it runs in the family.
I think so. Yeah.
What did your family say when you told them, like, hey, I want to be a DJ? When you started with your brother, you like bought the controller, what did your mom and dad say? What was their thought on this whole experience?
They've never really been kind of exposed to it before until that time.
Okay.
You know, usually the parties, the family parties we would go to, you know, you have your grupo, your banda, like your, you know, your cumbia kind of group.
Yeah.
And so DJing, like, they were just kind of looking at us, and I don't think they liked it as much because we were like full volume in our bedroom, and they're just like, "Hey, turn that down," you know. And they come in, we can't even hear them. They come in, they're banging on the door, like, "Hey, turn it down." And but they approve it. They like it, you know. Okay. They like that we do it. My dad all the time, he asks me, he's like, "Hey, like, if I give you a list of this music I listen to, could you make me a mix?" I'm like, "Yeah, just give me the song list." He never does, but he's told me a few times. I'm like, "Yeah, just let me know." And because he listens to a wide variety, mostly classical music.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Yeah, like, I mean, I don't mix that music, but I could definitely do something for you."
If you had to pick your dad's favorite track, what would it be? Right now, if you could think of your dad and you could think of his favorite song. What song would it be?
I think the one that comes to my mind is that Italian song. I forgot the name of it, but it's like the Volare or something.
Oh shoot, I don't know. But
Por cielos y mares or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember the name of it, but I think he bought it at he bought a CD at a church once, and he was like putting that on the car all the time.
Non-stop. But real classical. I thought you meant like Spanish classical. I thought I thought
No, yeah, like
the classical music.
Classical,
that's cool, bro. That's cool.
Yeah.
I heard this was on YouTube. I saw it once. It was this DJ, like, he dropped a classical music song and then he made it into EDM, bro. And I was like mind blown. I was just like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, people get really creative.
There's so much creativity. There's so much creativity going on right now. I think because of AI, like that, like, has helped people be more creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because AI does things for you, but you still have to like insert your own creativity.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, you gotta type out what you want it to pop out for you.
Exactly. Even like the stems. Stems are a thing now. Like,
yeah.
You know, do you use stems?
Yeah, I've been experimenting with it. Yeah, for sure.
It just enables your creativity. It's like another tool that you have under your belt. Like, I want to do this. You know.
Yeah, I was super excited for them because, you know, when I started DJing. You know, kind of my big inspiration was Axel, and funnily he has my same name. His name is also Axel.
Is that
his real name is Axel, but I mean he goes by Axel. That's his DJ name.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
And he does a lot of he would put vocals, acapellas into different songs.
Yeah.
And growing up, I was like, dude, that's like so cool, and I always try to do that, but. You know, I didn't have access to the acapellas like all the DJs do, and you know, stems wasn't a thing back then to kind of isolate the acapellas from the drums and beats and everything.
Yeah.
And so now that, you know, that's kind of out there, I was like, dude, it's my dream come true. You know, I could finally start kind of playing with that, you know, mixing, introducing that into my mixes as well, and you know, it's a lot of fun, honestly.
No, 100%, bro. Do you do sound production as well?
I'm getting into it.
Okay.
I haven't produced a song yet, but same thing back in the day. We had FL Studio 11.
Oh, dope.
That was I think came out in 2013. We downloaded it, played with it for a little bit, but you know, it takes a while to learn, you know, and you know, kind of had my other priorities. I'm back to DJing, and now I'm starting to play again with the DAWs, you know.
Okay, for sure. You know, that's cool, man. Do you have anything, or let's say a project deadline that, like, hey, I'm gonna put something out? Can we expect something coming from you soon?
Definitely this year. I'm in the process of learning everything, putting it all together. But that was my goal last year. I was telling people 2026. I'm going to start really going hard on the producing and getting something out. So definitely by this year, I should have something.
I'm going to hold you to it, bro.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Let me know what you think.
You heard it here first. Real talk with real DJs. It's happening. Cool, man. So let me keep going with this questions. I have a big question for you. So I see here that you have the Denon DJ. This has engine, right? Engine?
Yeah, engine.
Do you... do you use the engine part of it, or do you stick with record box or Serato?
Both. So
Both.
it depends what the vibe is, I guess. This controller runs on Serato as well. I can plug it into my laptop.
All three of them, right? It also runs record box.
No, not record box.
Oh, just engine and
Virtual
Serato.
DJ. It runs virtual DJ,
okay.
but I haven't used that one in a while. That was on the Hercules.
Yeah,
That's when I started
I
with
remember that.
virtual DJ.
Okay.
But this one runs off of Serato, and it does read record box.
Okay.
So like if you prep your music on your USB through record box, you plug it in here, and it has all your cues and everything.
Oh, okay.
So it is somewhat record box compatible.
Yeah.
But if you were to plug it into your computer, it doesn't run off of record box.
Okay.
Definitely virtual DJ or Serato. And then as a standalone, it runs on the engine DJ.
On engine. And you use the engine DJ.
Yeah.
Component. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, both.
For sure, man. No, that's cool. I think believe it or not, I'm a big believer that you should learn on multiple formats, and I think they're all very similar. I don't think there's like a big difference. I feel like just learning all of them helps you be more diverse.
Yeah, exactly.
In your DJing.
Yeah. Like I said, I started with virtual DJ. After that one, we ended up buying a Tractor controller.
Oh, okay.
And it comes with the Tractor software, so I even played with that. After that, we upgraded to a Pioneer, the DDJ RX.
Yeah.
That one runs on computer, but it came with record box.
Yeah.
So I used record box for a couple years, and then after that, I got this one with the Serato and been playing with Serato. So
okay.
I have 4 different and plus engines, so 5 different softwares that I.
No, that's important, man. It's important.
Yeah.
That way, you go to any place that has anything different, you're like, I know what to do.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
got it. I know. You know.
Yeah.
That makes you like knowledgeable, and it makes you like requested by people. It's like, Axel knows what to do. Just call him. He'll take care of it.
And you show up, and you're not panicking either. Where it's
okay,
where's this? Where's that? How does the all the loops, everything work here? And so,
no, but believe it or not, bro, I've been at shows where like people panic and they don't know what to do, and it it shows, and then you give off that energy, like you're giving it off to the crowd, even if you get down and you're like, okay, I figured it out, you're still kind of like nervous about it, and you give that energy off to the crowd.
Yeah. Sometimes, too, if you jump back and forth between one or the other too frequently, it kind of messes you up. You're like, okay, I thought this was here, but it isn't. That was record box, not Serato. And so it does throw you a little bit if you go back and forth. But definitely, once you kind of take a quick peek, a little look at it, it comes back to you, and it's just kind of natural at it.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, bro, let me ask you this question. So out of house... No EDM music. What's your favorite genre of music? No EDM.
No EDM. I listen to a lot of music. Growing up in the Mexico City culture, I think that Mexico City is like a big hub for everybody. There's all sorts of cultures in one place. 100%. And so grew up listening to cumbia, rock en español, freaking reggaeton for the perreo, the parties, mariachi music.
Yeah. All time favorite.
All time favorite? Yeah. Definitely rock en español.
Rock en español?
I like to sing.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm not the best at it, but it hits you feel it, and you sing it out, with all you got.
Full throttle.
Exactly.
Full throttle. I got you. Favorite rock en español group?
Definitely Maná.
Maná, let's go, dude.
They're the legends, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go, bro. For sure, man. I agree with you on Mexico City. You know what's coming into Mexico City, and I feel it happened a few years ago. At least I don't remember it being like this, but banda music.
Yeah.
Banda music is really popular in Mexico City now.
Yeah, now it is. Back in the day, it was kind of, you would get made fun of if you listen to banda. You're like, oh, you like that? Like, nah,
Eres el rancho.
Exactly, yeah. It was more of like, oh, reggaeton here, rock en español, EDM.
Yeah.
And, you were almost like borderline made fun of it, like banda.
You go for Chivas.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, nowadays, people are into it. With the corridos tumbados and everything.
Yeah, bro. No, it's very popular. As y'all remember, our tech is here. He's a Chivas fan. I had to poke a little fun. I'm gonna bring back in a little bit his EDC experience.
Oh my.
You already know what's happening. And he brought a special guest, so she's got. I'm sure she knows the story already, but
Like 30 minutes ago, she found out about it.
oh, dude, this is gonna make it even better, bro. All right, so let me. You been to EDC,
Yeah.
bro? Name your favorite show at EDC.
At
The
EDC?
artist that was like your artist.
Kind of funny because when I went to EDC, I didn't know these two artists at the time, but they were the last set of the night, and I was telling your tech about it that I like to stay until the whole show is over, all 3 nights. And at the end, the more well-known DJs are, they kind of play like a midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So like the 5:30 a.m. set, you don't really know very many people, but we went to go see Sunry James and Ryan Marciano. They're kind of, I think they're Dutch DJs. That they kind of play kind of house music, more kind of borderline Afro house type of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember, their set was amazing.
Do you remember what stage?
The main stage.
Main
yeah,
stage. Okay,
yeah.
main stage. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, we figured, and we kind of read up before, and we're big fans of my brother and I. We're big fans of Swedish House Mafia, and when you look on the app for Insomniac for the artist, they got like a little kind of paragraph of each artist.
Yeah.
And I remember reading on there that Axel had said like, oh, if the Netherlands or the Dutch had a Swedish House Mafia, it would be these two guys, Sunry James and Ryan Marciano, and definitely their mixing, their song selection was top tier for sure.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a random question. Before I get to this question, I'm gonna talk about the tech experience, just because it cracks me up so much, but it's out of love. I just want to say it's out of love. But this is what happened to our tech, bro. Imagine going to EDC and going to see your favorite artist. Did he tell you about it?
A little bit about it.
Bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine going to see your favorite artist. You pay all this money. You pay you hustle. You struggle. You put all of your eggs in one basket to go see this artist for EDC, and then you get completely plastered that you miss your favorite artist.
Oh.
Bro, how devastating would that be for you?
Definitely devastating, and I could feel, I know how that feels, not in the sense where I got plastered and don't remember what happened, but just ended up getting stuck in the entrance, the lines, we didn't calculate the time exactly, and we ended up missing one of the DJs that we really wanted to see, which ironically was the same one that he missed.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Bro! How do you do
technically, he didn't miss it. He's got
didn't
recordings
miss it.
of it, so
No,
at least he could go back and see
Big
that.
shout out Randy. Big shout out Morro.
I don't even got that, man. That was in line.
The funniest part about the Morro story, which once again I share it all the time, so I'm sure people know this. The funniest part about his story is that it was his birthday.
Oh.
He did all this for his birthday, bro. Oh man.
I get that though. Like, with your buddies for your birthday, everybody's trying to get you a shot, get you a beer, whatever it is. And I threw a 30th birthday party, and I played, and so by the time I got up there, I was like, whoa, okay, hold on. Yeah. I'm a little too drunk for this, and I remember my first transition, I messed it up. And I think that's what woke me up. I was like, okay, hold on. That did not sound right.
Did you see that? Who was it, bro? It was actually, I think it was at Coachella last year. And it was, I think it was, I don't know if it was Daft Punk. I forgot what DJ it was. It was just completely hammered. Deadmau5. You saw that?
Yeah.
Bro.
He was talking crap to the crowd and just acting like a fool up there for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But to be fair, that's kind of what he's known for. So being kind of a jerk, kind of a free soul. He does whatever he wants to do, talks whatever he wants to talk, and I kind of respect that a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. Just being able to share whatever you want to share. Randy, why'd you walk out, bro?
I'm so lost. Why? You already told me about.
We just told your whole story, bro. We just told you. Right. You didn't know. Right. For sure, man. So let me ask you this.
Comment, I think.
Oh shoot, who is it?
You want to take a lucky guess? Someone that's really connected to Vegas. Oh, come on. She's gonna be hurt.
Oh, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Jeanette? Big shout out. Let's go. What'd she say?
She said, bruh. What'd you say?
Jeanette, big shout out, Jeanette.
What did you say to make her say bruh?
I don't know. Probably the whole Dior story, bro.
Oh, shit.
Bruh. You know, I'm gonna tell you a story. Jeanette, she helps us out a lot. She's a big part of the company.
Clutch.
Yeah, she comes in clutch all the time. But you know, when she didn't come in clutch at EDC, abandoned us, bro.
No.
I snapped
She
my
left
finger
the
hard
group.
so she could hear it.
We went stage by stage, having fun, having a good time together as a group, and she was at EDC. Yeah, she abandoned us, bro. She abandoned us for that country music. Not cool. All right, what stage would you play at, bro? EDC. What stage would you play? What's it like? Hey, I made it to EDC. Axel is on the lineup. What stage?
I'm kind of blanking out of the name, but it's kind of like the second one to the main stage. I think it's Cosmic Field. I think.
Cosmic Field. Okay.
That one I always like the production, you know, and the vibe of it. It's a little bit slightly more underground than the main stage. Obviously, still not underground. It's still kind of mainstream, you know, DJs, the most popular ones, but just the production there, all the lighting, the DJs that play there, like I always have a kind of a better time there than at the main stage. Although, you know, the main stage is always great. It's always very artistic, you know, very big.
Yeah, bro. Oh, for sure.
And, you know, but sometimes it's a little too packed.
VIP, bro. VIP. You got to do VIP, man. VIP. That's a life changer. Whenever you go to festivals, you got to get VIP because you get close to the stage and you can have your own space. You know?
Yeah.
So you're at EDC and you want to do something different. So you're going to start off with a song that's not EDM related. It's totally something different. And then you're going to make it EDM. What song is that?
Oh, that's a tough one. If it's EDC Vegas, because there's a bunch of them now, a bunch of EDCs.
Yeah, that's true.
EDC Vegas, I think that crowd would get really pumped up with like hip hop music.
Okay.
So Drake, Kid Cudi.
Interesting. Okay.
Something like that will get kind of the crowd to kind of come a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Come in. If they're walking out to the next DJ, they're gonna turn back around and come back a little bit. You know.
Let's go, bro. No. That's cool. I think that would for sure be something different. That I could definitely see that. Is EDC the biggest stage that you think you would want to play on, or like is there something else that you kind of aspire to?
Definitely EDC. Just because I've been there, I've seen the DJs, I've seen the vibe, the whole production behind it, and you know, that would just be like a dream come true for sure. You know,
yeah, man.
Growing up, that's kind of the thing once we discovered kind of raving and all that. We would every year, every EDC, you would find the sets on YouTube and listen to all the DJs that we liked that were there. Even if we did go, we would rewatch them on EDC, on YouTube.
Okay.
And you know, to me, EDC is the best. Although I think even EDC Mexico would be really cool to play since it's Mexico City, and you know, I really love that city for sure. There's a lot to do, and you know, just being able to kind of share my mixes, my kind of style over there, and that would be something amazing.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think EDC Mexico is I don't know that it's. I think EDC Vegas is like the motherland.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the motherland.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like just on videos I watch, I think EDC Mexico is like right next in line.
Yeah.
Right next in line.
Yeah, I know a couple people that were there this weekend.
Same.
From Bakersfield.
Oh, for sure.
And so it's like to even drag Bakersfield crowd to Mexico City, like that's amazing to me.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, and that's the thing about it, right? It's like it's just across the border.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Okay, so tell me a little bit, like, I want to know, we talked about your journey, you know, we talked about the music you play. We talked about like the producing value you're gonna bring to the table. You want to do something this year. Now, a little bit more about your personal life and how DJing has made an impact on your own personal life. So, for example, what's your job? What's your job like? How are your friendships, your relationships? How do you like intermingle the DJing part of your life with all of your personal, parts of your life?
Yeah, so that one's kind of a little bit difficult. Most of my buddies have been through soccer. I play soccer, and but a lot of them are not really into EDM, so it's a little bit tough to kind of share this part of my life with them. We talk Chivas America all the time. But, they're into like hip hop and rap, and so getting them to kind of come out to my shows or EDM's a little bit complicated, a little bit tough, and so I mostly just share this kind of hobby with my brother. And that's pretty much it. He comes to my shows all the time.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, I was like, dude, you gotta come up here with me sometime. And he's a little bit shy, so he's kind of getting there. But yeah, basically I went to school. I graduated with a chemical engineering degree. So
bro,
whoa, that was kind of my focus right after
Yeah.
high school. And that takes a lot of schooling, a lot of studying and learning, and so that's kind of where DJing got kind of pushed a little bit. But my school did have like a radio station,
Okay.
and I would play out there like a kind of like a guest DJ, like for an hour on Fridays.
Super cool,
And
man.
so that was kind of like my time doing DJing, mixing, while still getting all this school getting done, and
Well, I gotta stop you and interrupt you a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very curious why for your school you didn't pick like audio engineering or sound production. Like, what was that? The career that you chose, biochemical engineering.
just chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering.
Yeah.
Why make that choice as opposed to something in sound?
So basically, just growing up, I was always good and enjoyed, doing math and science.
Okay.
I always found it very intriguing. I grew up watching documentaries, all the Animal Planet stuff.
Okay,
And so
okay.
I was kind of drawn to science. That was kind of my passion at the time.
Sure.
And my dad's also a chemical engineer, so it must be in the genes or him kind of mentoring me. Like,
Yeah.
he always helped me with like my math homework and
Or
science
inspiration
and,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so, when I was kind of, I guess I was in probably like sophomore year of high school when I started kind of getting into the music
Okay.
and into DJing and house music. So it was still kind of for me, it felt like I'm like a safe person. I'm not very reckless to where it's like I'm gonna throw all my apples in this basket for
I
music
see.
and see what happens.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, well, my family background, like everybody's very positive about going to college. It's kind of expected of you.
Yeah.
And so that was like, okay, well, I do enjoy math. I enjoy chemistry. So I'm going to pick chemical engineering. And at first I was I didn't want to do it because I was like, oh, I don't want to copy my dad. That's what he did.
Yeah.
But, as I kind of started exploring all the other engineering kind of aspects, there's several different types of engineering, electrical, computer, as I was exploring all of them, I was like, no, yeah, chemistry, chemical engineering is the one. And just kind of doing research, I was like, okay, yeah, it's fairly well paid, it's gonna bring me security, financial security.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm working in that field, and now that I've been there for a few years, I was like, hey, I'm kind of ready to kind of do this a little bit more.
Okay.
I've got that financial security where I don't have to like kind of struggle for like if I'm in the music. It's tough out there. There's a lot of producers, a lot of DJs, and definitely not everybody makes it. So wherever this takes me, hopefully, in the future I could quit my job and be DJing at EDC.
Yeah.
That's the dream. But, if it doesn't happen, then at least I've got some financial security, like a backup.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, no, props to you, man.
Thanks, man.
Props to you, for sure,
Appreciate
man.
it.
So what's your job? What do you do for work?
I've thought about this, but so I think I'm gonna keep that a little secret.
It's OnlyFans. I knew it. I knew it.
Definitely in the engineering industry, but don't. I'm trying to I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
In the future, to me, this feels like the start of it, and so, I enjoy my private life. I enjoy the peace of it.
Fair enough, bro.
The less kind of trouble I can bring into my personal life, the better. So. I'll keep my job a little secret, but definitely in the engineering. Field.
No, that's cool. That's cool. No, that's super cool, man. I like that. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna be curious.
I can tell you after.
Okay, for sure.
It's a good thing I came today.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask afterwards for sure. I'll share an update on Instagram. No, I won't. That's dope, man. That's dope. And okay, so that's a super cool story, man. I think you've shared a lot, and you have a good trajectory of what you're doing and what you want to do, and I think you're gonna be very successful at it.
Thank you, appreciate that.
The only advice I can give, as someone in the industry that that's been going at it for 17 years now, is just be consistent. Be consistent, and I think can you speak on that a little bit, like about your consistency? You said this year you're gonna put out tracks. Is that like confirmed? Do you have a timeline of when you're gonna do that? Do you have like things you're working on, like by this day I'm gonna put this out, by this day I'm gonna put this out? Do you have something like that?
Definitely not a structured deadline, but
Okay.
I do have a lot of buddies who are producers.
Okay.
And I've been kind of networking with them, talking with them, learning from them, and definitely gonna work with them. Maybe we've talked about collaborating, making a track, a track together and stuff. But basically, the deadline is how quick I learn and how creative we're getting.
Yeah.
And so, the goal is as soon as possible,
Yeah.
But, I don't want to release something that I don't feel comfortable with
fair
or
enough.
proud of, or, it's like, it's good enough. I'm sort of a little bit of a perfectionist, and I think that could also be a little counterintuitive, where, I've heard some producers they'll never release something because it's never perfect enough for them. But definitely looking for that balance. I don't want to release something, ahead of time where, it could have been better.
That's a fear of failure.
Yeah.
And in order to be successful, you have to fail. So you have
I
to
agree with that.
You have to put stuff out there to find out, like, am I good or am I bad?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So, but I get it. It's like, hey, I'm going to put this out there, and it's going to be out there for the rest of my life or for the rest of time, where people are going to look at me and they're going to think, oh my God, this is super cool, or oh my God, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and exactly, and I think it's very important the first impression people get of you,
Yeah.
If you're just throwing stuff out there to release things, I feel like people are gonna, the people that do start listening to you are like, oh, okay, no, I didn't like this, and then they might never go back to, maybe, a year or half a year later, you're gonna put something that they would probably like, but because they already heard something that they didn't like, it might kind of work against you on that. But definitely not, I'm not gonna sit on years and years and years because I don't feel comfortable in it.
No, you can't.
But,
like I said, man, you gotta have that courage.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
You can't stand on that fear.
Yeah, no, and like you said, consistency is the key. In my mixing, my DJing, kind of consistency. Like I said, when we started in like probably around 2010, started with the little MK4. I have not stopped DJed for like a year, like at all.
Wow.
Like, so I'll, mostly been bedroom mixes and with friends and whatnot, but I have stayed consistent with DJing for that many years. It's been 16 years now? Yeah, and so I'm pretty confident in my DJing skills, my knowledge, my transitions and everything. But now that I've got some time and money, of course, because producing the
Very
software is
expensive,
expensive. I'm getting ready to jump on that, and definitely transition that consistency of mixing and looking for songs and the good transitions, all the things you can mess around with. I'm definitely gonna keep that consistency in the production side of things.
It's funny that you bring that up, bro, because I actually tell DJs all the time, if you're trying to make money on DJing and you really want to take it as a career, you're picking the wrong career.
Yeah.
Because DJing is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
DJing and production, like, it's very expensive, and you really, really gotta have a lot of money to be able to do it well.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And then in order to get paid well, you gotta be really good.
Yeah.
You gotta be really good. So I'm not discouraging people from it, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta take it seriously. It can't be, hey, I'll do it for a pack of beer.
Yeah.
I don't think those DJs are successful. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. But bro, so now tell me, I gotta ask you a question. And these are gonna be like funny questions, but let's see where we go. And I'm gonna do this just because the friend that is commenting on the chat right now, she's Salvadorian.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you, pupusas or tacos?
Tacos for sure.
Tacos?
Yeah.
All right. Have you tried pupusas?
Yeah. Those. Yeah, it's really good. I'm not gonna like say tacos is way up top, but ahead of pupusas, but they're definitely good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In Mexico, we kind of know them a little bit like gorditas. You ever heard of it?
Let's go, bro. So.
Wait. I think I know where you're heading towards.
So I tell my friend, her name's Jeanette. She's on the chat right now. I tell her all the time, like, in Mexico, you have all these variety of dishes. In El Salvador, you just have pupusas. So Mexico has a version of pupusas.
Yeah, for sure.
Gorditas or mulitas. Listen.
No, but I think the best term would be gorditas.
Gorditas?
So
Yeah.
gorditas is like a smaller version of quesadillas.
Yeah.
So I think gorditas.
No, fair enough. All love to my Salvadoran people. Please don't come at me. Don't come at me or at Axel.
I just realized we have a Salvadoran across.
Yeah. There's so much. Yeah. Danny, he's gonna come
It's
over.
a good place to visit right now.
He's gonna storm. He's gonna storm the
tourism.
office. Bro, like the president of El Salvador has just completely done a 180 on the place. This is crazy. It's crazy. Okay, next question. Favorite when you're at a gig, drink of choice.
I'm big on tequila, so either I like palomas at the moment
Okay.
with
Dope.
the tajin room.
Yeah. Randy's favorite drink. Literally only drinks palomas. Okay, tequila. What's your favorite tequila?
Right now, my dad's big on tequila, so he's always like the Don Julio Cristalino, Añejo
bro.
Cristalino.
That's Don Julio 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's so good, man. That is good stuff.
He has to like be around us a little bit more so he can know our brands, bro.
Yeah, bro. So we're really big on tequila here.
Okay.
Big on tequila. We love tequila here at this office.
What's your favorite one?
I want to say it's called Irlandés.
Irlandés?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
It's pretty like, it's like a brand new tequila, but the owner of it like was very big on like the clarity of the tequila.
Okay. Yeah.
So like when you taste it, you can taste the flower of the tequila. Did you know that?
No.
Tequila's supposed to taste like a fruit.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, you know how like banana, if you eat it like when it's not ready, it tastes bad
Yeah.
or bitter.
Yeah.
Tequila's the same thing. So every time you drink tequila, if you're not tasting the flowers because it's not ready.
Gotcha.
So when you drink good tequila, it actually tastes like a freaking flower, bro. It tastes like a fruit. Have you had Lalo tequila?
No.
That's another
That's
tequila.
another
It's
one.
really, really good. Yeah.
We're gonna hang out here after. For
Yeah, let's go. Join the team, bro. Join the team.
I'll be right back. I'll go pick it up.
Yeah, no, we're big on tequila, bro. We're big on tequila. We always buy like, there's
Have you guys heard Alquimia?
No, I've never
I've
heard.
heard.
You
Yeah,
have?
I've
Yeah.
heard.
Is it good? Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't remember how it tasted.
You forgot.
One of my aunts is huge
Nah,
on
I
tequila too, and I remember I went to a tequila tasting festival with her
Yeah.
once, and she introduced me to the owner, and she's like, "This is my favorite tequila," and I trust her word because she drinks a lot of it, so
Yeah.
she tries a lot of different sides. She's into it.
Dude, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. No,
so,
same.
Yeah.
So yeah, another one. Mi Genta. Have you heard of Mi Genta?
Mi gente, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good tequila. That is good stuff, bro. It's
We
really
gotta
good
try
stuff.
Casa Mates.
Casa Mates?
I think that's what it's called, Casa Mates.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Bova, a DJ that works with us, Alex, he recommended Casa Mates. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
But we're gonna try it.
All right. Next question, bro. I'm doing some quick questions to see where so people get to know you. People get
Yeah,
to know you.
yeah,
Okay?
of course.
If you had to pick a winner that's not Mexico for the World Cup, who would it be?
Oh, I'm a fan of Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I guess not really relate. I don't have any ties to it.
Okay.
I think at some point my dad's grandpa is German, so
Oh, no
maybe
way,
that's
for
as,
real? Oh,
as
shit.
close as I
Okay.
get to Germany. But the reason I go for them is back in the day in 2008, I was watching the Euro Cup,
Okay.
and there's this player that I really loved how he played, Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Oh, okay.
He plays for Germany. He is a midfielder, and that's what I play. And so I'm a big fan of the creative players.
Yeah.
Not so much the goal scorers. That they're just blasting the ball into the goal, but the person who's creating the play, who's generating those chances for them. That's how I like to play, and so to see that player do that in the European Cup.
Yeah.
I became a big fan of him, and that's why I go for the Germany national team. And at the time, he was playing for Bayern Munich,
Okay.
the club team in Munich. And so those are kind of the teams I go for outside of Mexico.
Bro.
I got a quick question, and I'm saying it because someone's here. LAFC or LA Galaxy?
LAFC or LA Galaxy?
LAFC.
Hands down, guaranteed. Guaranteed. You've DJ'd at Chuperia, bro. What are you talking about?
One thing is Chuperia, another thing is
I'm texting Sergio right now, bro.
he's gonna cancel my ass.
Bro. So here's another question. Going back to you made a really good point about creative players.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound super old school. I don't mean to, but this is one of my favorite players, and it's the reason for is exactly for what you said. Agree with me or not? Cuauhtémoc Blanco.
Oh, legend, man.
Legend, bro. Legend.
His thing is, he already knew what he was gonna do before he even got the ball, and that put him steps ahead of the other players.
Hands down, bro. He was so smart with the.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a player like that now?
No.
You know who I thought was gonna be like that, but he didn't. Unfortunately, he didn't really develop in that sense. Giovanni Dos Santos.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was gonna be the next.
The party
Cuauhtémoc
life
Blanco.
beat him. Man.
Yeah,
He
bro,
partied
yeah.
too much, but I think right now Alvaro Fidalgo.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about him being naturalized or?
If we get him, I'm for it.
Let's get him.
It's
Let's get
happened
him.
in the past, so why not?
Why are people mad, bro? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. He feels Mexican.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Going back to Cuauhtémoc, my uncle from him from Mexico City, he rest in peace, he passed away already, but he used to
Sorry
be
to hear
friends
that.
with him,
No way, bro. For real?
and he literally played down the street from my grandma's house
Shut the
before
hell
he
up,
was
bro.
professional.
Wow, bro.
My cousins play on that field now, and just down the street, literally from my grandma's. And there's videos of him playing there back then, and my uncle's like, "Yo, I was there watching that game,"
Yeah.
and he wasn't best friends with him, but they shared a common circle.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, Cuauhtémoc, yeah, we used to be buddies. We used to hang out and stuff."
That's
and
crazy, man.
so to me, that's even more awesome.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's I think I feel that there has been no one like Cuauhtémoc.
No.
But I think that if the soccer federation in Mexico went and got more street people, they would get more people like Cuauhtemoc.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with soccer right now. It's all about who you know and
The
how
club,
much money you
how much
got,
money- Yeah, bro.
instead of the actual talent. And that's kind of what's bad about it, you know.
All right, if you could DJ at the World Cup, which team? No. Which country would you prefer to DJ at? Pick a country.
Definitely the Netherlands. You know,
Netherlands? Why?
just because like all the Dutch DJs that come out of
Bro.
there, you know, Hardwell, Tiesto, Armin, you know.
What happened to Dutch House?
I don't know. Kind of died down a little bit, huh?
I love Dutch House, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was like just such. They were bangers after bangers.
Yeah.
It kind of died down. Yeah, it wasn't electro, but it wasn't hard house. It was like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like electro and hard house, like right in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It had good energy for
Yeah.
sure. It got the people moving and going on the dance floor and just following all these DJs on their tour days.
right. Yeah. If you had to bring back genre, which genre besides Dutch House, because you just mentioned it, which genre would you bring back? Wait. Did Jeanette say anything? Because I think you had read a comment.
This was like earlier. She said, "Haha, EDC."
GDC. That's funny. All right. You had to bring back a genre. What genre would it be, bro?
Trance.
Trance?
I think trance has fallen off in the last
I don't think so.
decade or so.
I'm
Tiesto just came back.
gonna disagree with you in the sense that trance has had its followers forever,
Yeah,
and that's never going away.
that's true.
Trance is like a staple. It's kind of like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like the Beatles, you're gonna like hear the Beatles. People are gonna love the Beatles no matter what. It's like a staple of music. I think trance is the same thing for EDM music, and I don't think it's ever gonna go away.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That's like what you're saying. That's definitely one of the foundations, I'd say, of EDM. That's, you know, Tiesto, Armin, and Paul Van Dyke made it big. They were top 3 DJs for like 10 years or something like that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was actually at EDC this last year at the
dope.
Tiesto's In Search of Sunrise set.
Oh,
The
bro,
first
wow.
time he came back to trance, that was, I think, now that I think about it, that's probably my favorite EDC set instead of that Sonny James and Ryan Marciano.
Oh, okay.
Just because, hearing Tiesto back to trance was magical, man. The sunrise coming up, if it was next
We
level.
went to EDC 3 years ago. It's 2 years ago? Nah, it's 3 now. It's 3.
2024.
2024?
We're not in 2027, bro.
Damn. Okay. 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
I was gone, and I still remember.
So we went 2 years ago, and we like met the sunrise on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 a.m. Sunday morning with Timmy Trumpet, bro.
Oh,
It was the most energy I've experienced in my whole life, bro, and it was so freaking beautiful.
I want to get lost
So
again.
yeah, it was something else, man. EDC, it's magical, bro.
It is.
And it's so freaking magical. And look, I know, like, I don't mean this in a bad way, and people can do what they want, to each their own. But, you know, I know a lot of people say they need drugs to listen to EDM music, and that, you know, they're kind of on that vibe when it comes to EDC. Music was my drug, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it was just so freaking, like, amazing, bro.
it gives you that high, you know, and that's what I tell my buddies, because I go sober to these events, and to me, like, I have the best time there, you know, like, maybe I'll grab a drink or two, but I don't get, like, stupid or get on drugs or anything.
Yeah.
And, you know, to me, like, just being there with the music, the energy, like, I love that, you know? Like,
Literally, what I drink at EDC is a tequila and whatever energy drink they have.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the people kind of go for the hype, you know, the drugs, and they, you know, I've met people that don't even like EDM, and they're at EDC. I was like, dude, why are you spending like $500 to be here, you know? And it's just like, oh, well,
Not
they
more
want
than
to
that,
be
bro.
on,
That's just a ticket.
on shrooms or whatever, you know? And it's like, nah, dude, like,
Yeah, no.
if you love the music, EDC is like next level, like
100%,
magical, like it's just amazing, you know.
Well, bro, we're almost out of time. We got 2 minutes left. We're gonna say a thank you to our sponsors one more time, and then you're gonna drop a set for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go, bro. I can't wait to hear your music selection and the way you mix it and bring it about. So I'm super excited to see that, and I'm super excited to see you in the future growing. I already, with your consistency, I know you're gonna be at EDC soon. So I
That's
look
the
forward
goal.
to that. Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you for being on the show.
No, thank you for having me.
Pack,
And
before you finish this, should we promote the 17th?
yeah, why not? If you're free, April 17th, we're gonna bring back Pac-Man's Cumbia Nation. We're gonna celebrate Jeanette's birthday. We have a secret headliner which we have not released yet, so we're super excited about that. So April 17th, check us out. We're gonna be in East LA, pretty cool venue. We have a secret headliner. We have a secret closer who's in the room. And it's going to be a freaking amazing night. So April 17th, check it out. And we're going to be celebrating Jeanette's birthday. So now on to our sponsors. Big shout out to our sponsors. We have Orbit Event Rentals. Thank you so much for allowing us the space. If you are looking for rentals, whatever it is, canopies, tables, chairs, linens, all the good stuff. You want to rent a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, they got you. OrbitEventRentals.com. Please let them know that I sent you. My name is DJ Pac-Man. Up next, I want to say a big thank you to Freedom Roofing Company, freedomroofingcompany.com. Hey, it just rained. You probably have some leaks. You want to get your roof fixed. You want to make sure that it is securing your property, securing your home, and that there's no water coming into your place. freedomroofingcompany.com, freedomroofingcompany.com. Check them out. Up next, I want to say a big thank you to the Empress LA. That's theempressla.com. Once again, look at this hair. I had no hair. It was leaving. It was gone. It was literally like I was going bald.
We should cut it to the point like there's like a picture of you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We're going to post edit. We're going to put like the picture of what it looked like. And look at it now. It's back. It's back. My hair is growing. Big shout out theempressla.com. Check them out. Theempressla.com. All right, Mr. Axel G.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and drop that set. We're going to move the chairs out of your way. We're going to drink with you. Big cheers.
Cheers.
And I can't wait for you to drop this set. Let's go.